Yeah, nice change there, Todd. We've got plenty of showers still drifting across the state. A lot of us have seen plenty of water in those rain gauges here as we've gone through yesterday, last night, and into today. These totals you're seeing on the map are most of our airport totals since midnight. So if you got those storms last night, but you were before 12 a.m., your number might be a little bit lower. Carroll, for example. Carroll, you've had a lot more rain than that. I know, but this is since midnight. So the totals sometimes vary just a bit. Over an inch here in the Des Moines metro area, almost 2 up in Ames. I actually saw a report just east there towards Nevada. Those actually almost 6 inches from a couple rounds of some storms since last night. The showers, they continue here at this hour across the state too. That yellow box far southeastern Iowa down towards Mount Pleasant, Burlington, that's a tornado watch. So we're not worried about severe weather here locally. We're just going to see a few more of these sort of rambling brief showers as we go through the rest of tonight. Down in southern Iowa, a little bit of some rainfall there in Lucas County from Sheraton back off to the south and east of Osceola. Off to the north, there is one little shower, probably a more robust one actually, just to the north of Ankeny that's going to come southward here before too long, and a few more showers up along the Highway 30 corridor and northward, kind of scattered about pretty much the entire state here this evening. Varying levels of gray on our sky cams around the state here as we head towards your Sunday night, and that's going to be the case as we go through the rest of the overnight hours. If you watch the movement on all these showers, it kind of depends where you're at, because we've got a big low pressure center basically right over the state of Iowa. So those southern Iowa showers, those are moving west to east. It's more of a north to south motion up to the north because you're on the other side of that low. Eventually that thing meanders further east and out of Iowa late tonight and into tomorrow, and that is when we will bring all this rainfall eventually to an end. Until that point though, it's the same sort of situation we've got right now for the rest of tonight. Showers continue here through the evening hours. Watch as we go past midnight. That's when they sort of taper off. I think by sunrise tomorrow, most of us should be done with any more precipitation. We'll just have some lingering clouds into the first part of our Monday. And then as we go through the day tomorrow, generally speaking, we'll slowly erode a lot of that cloud cover out of here. There's maybe a slim chance of an isolated pop-up shower that'll redevelop tomorrow afternoon, but I think most of us are going to be a lot drier tomorrow to start off the work week than we're finishing the weekend today. And after today's 70s, most of us are only going to warm up just a bit more into tomorrow. A lot of us will get close to about that 80-degree mark with dry conditions and not as much humidity. It's going to be a pretty nice way to start off the work week. Similar for Tuesday as well. I think we'll just warm up just a bit more on Tuesday and probably have a good full day's worth of sunshine. So tonight, in the meantime, still a little bit damp out there. These scattered showers continue for probably several more hours. It will be a little bit breezy at times too as we push that low pressure center to our east. We get on its backside, a little bit of a northwesterly breeze at times. 65 the overnight low here in Des Moines, up to about 80 then tomorrow. Around or below normal is going to be kind of the theme of temperatures here as we continue forward into August. No temperature warmer than about 85, which is about average here for that 8-day forecast. Rainfall wise after tonight, next chance is probably coming late Tuesday night and then into the day on Wednesday. That's your next chance at some scattered showers and thunderstorms.